This past week, in the early hours of September 23rd, the Court of Reggio Calabria executed a precautionary prison order at the request of the local public prosecutor's office and the district anti-mafia directorate against 26 people, all linked to the Ndrangheta's Piromalli clan. Among those arrested was the clan's 80-year-old boss. The charges included various counts of mafia association, extortion, money laundering, illegal possession of weapons and ammunition, interference with auctions, aiding and abetting, fraudulent transfer of assets aggravated by mafia methods, as well as weapons-related crimes. The investigation began in 2020 and kicked into full gear when boss Giuseppe Piromalli, nicknamed Facciazza, was released from prison on May 10, 2021, after serving 22 years. And coupled with his release, started the reconstruction of the Piromalli clan, considered one of the most powerful branches of the Ndrangheta. Piromalli regained control of the clan by reaffirming power and implementing the old rules of the Ndrangheta. Further proof that he took the reins came from his own words through intercepted and recorded conversations, where he refers to himself as the master of Gioia. The clan's home base is in Gioia Tauro. The Piromalli's rise to prominence came to be during the 1970s. The clan itself had been around since the 50s. In the early 70s, there was the infrastructural project, the Salerno-Reggio motorway. The Piromallis, as well as the Macri and De Stefano clans, won more than half the subcontracts for that project. The Piromalli clan is more infamously known for the abduction and confinement of John Paul Getty III, who was snatched from a piazza in Rome on July 10, 1973. Following the death of boss Girolamo Piromalli in 1979, his brother Giuseppe had succeeded him, and he took the clan from a rural organization to an entrepreneurial one. His time as boss ended with his incarceration in 1984, in which he received several life sentences. He ultimately died in prison in 2005. At which time his nephew and namesake, Facciazza Piromalli, took over as boss of the clan. A game changer for the clan came with the construction of the port in Gioia Tauro, which took place in the mid-70s. The Piromalli clan, back then, forced two companies in the transportation business to pay them for each container transported, which equated to half the profits that the companies earned. They also demanded contracts and subcontracts, as well as work in all the companies operating in this sector. And this was despite the anti-corruption pact that the government made the companies sign. The companies caved into the pressure from the clan. The Piromallis established control over the port, which gave them strategic advantage to conduct international drug trafficking. This, along with reinvesting drug revenue into legitimate businesses and financial investments, are what made the Ndrangheta the wealthiest of the mafias. Fast forward decades later, and in present day, this was the mentality that Facciazza exerted. According to the investigation, the massive illicit profits the clan was recently making, all almost exclusively in cash, was reinvested into businesses linked to the clan. Facciazza had tremendous clout within the Ndrangheta. Proof being, upon his release, both new recruits and old members aligned themselves with him. So despite being incarcerated for over 2 decades and coming out an 80-year-old man, he went right back to what he knew and did best. The deputy prosecutor, Stefano Mussolino, commented that the arrest underlines how the social fabric of Gioia Tauro had become weak, allowing a criminal figure like Piromalli to reassert dominance.